Hello, Admirals fans. Timmy Fitz here with manager Mike Samuels in the house. Mike, officially manager. So now it's our first edition, the very first Mic'd Up with manager Mike Samuels. So here we are, Mike, announced as manager back in January. What did you start working on? What were some of the first things you did after the appointment of manager?
Well, the first thing I did after a couple of days was pinch myself to make sure it was real. So after that, I started looking for baseball players. I started calling some of my friends that I know in the game and talked to some of those guys, and then the guys that I know that I've been scouting myself, for the last 3 or 4 years. I called a bunch of those guys, and then I was lucky enough to get an appointment to go to spring trainings, and that really helped me out. So a lot of times people will start pulling in ball players around the end of February, April, and stuff like that, but that's a little bit late. I started calling ball players back in October, September. See, and most of the team was together by then, so everybody that I bring in now, they're either trying to make a spot for themselves or move a guy. So it's not gonna be easy for the guys coming in. They have to bring the whole 9 yards.
So you got a lot of bodies already. You got a lot of competition already. What are some of the first things you look for at a ball player when you get out there at spring training and trying to decide if you want this guy?
Well, I look at his body language. I look to see if he's having fun on the field. I want to see a smile on his face. I want to see him enjoying himself, having a good time. If you out there having a good time and you loving what you're doing, you're gonna always be successful. So I look for those guys first, so after I feel those guys out, see what they're doing and how they react to what I want out of them, then I go from there. Because you have to be able to project a player, from what you're looking at to what you want him to be or where you want to take him, So, and if they buy in to what you're doing, then you'll be successful. But you have to get the guys to buy into, your system,
your
or
program.
your program.
All right, Mike, your message to Admirals fans here on your first episode of Mic'd Up about the 2016 season.
Everyone come to the games, because if you don't, you'll miss something every night.
You sure will.
Because these guys can play, and it's going to be a bit of a change from what it was before, because I got all the guys on my on my coaching staff of all major league ball players, and with 15 years or 10 years, or more in the league, so they know what they're doing and know how to teach. And I'll be making all of the last decisions, but I depend on these guys to help me do what I need to do, so we'll come out with quality players. So I'm looking forward to coming out, and I want to see at least 2,000 people at the ballpark every night.
There you go. Tryouts April 23rd at CC Sabathia Field at Vallejo High, and spring training gets going May 20th?
Yes.
May 20th.
May 20th to the 30th.
And that gets started May 20th, and opening night May 31st right at Wilson Park in Vallejo. And note our new weekday start times. Tuesday through Friday, we start at 6:30 now. Get a little earlier start and let everybody get out to the ballpark and then get home. And our first Mic'd Up, Mike, we did it.
We'll be looking to see you guys there.
Exactly. A lot more Mic'd Ups coming up this season. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.